So I think I don't know whether the next generation of marketers are gonna. I guess the next generation are sort of digital first, and then
Yeah,
everything else
I think we're going to
next.
lose, as much as I would hate this to happen, I think we're going to lose a whole generation of people that rely on traditional communications, messaging, and instinct um, in the hands of automation.
Yeah,
And I don't think you can replace that human interaction element um, with machine learning.
yeah,
I think that it has its place, absolutely, particularly when we're looking for quick gratification messages, when we're looking to split test, when we're looking to get data quickly. But there is so much to be said for developing a core communication strategy based on a combination of user feedback and data. So I
yeah,
really hope that the next generation of marketers have a strong understanding of the importance of asking people what they think, of listening to people and engaging with your core customer base rather than relying on data all the time. And
yeah,
I would really hope that there will be a continuation of stressing the importance of that, because not only does it work to give you information, but it massively works to make your customer base feel valued. Whether you're working with a core group of a membership, for example, or you're working to sell chocolate bars, by simply creating that social proof and gathering that personal feedback and therefore promoting it on your channels, you're creating an incredible rapport with your consumer that I really hope doesn't get lost. And I'm
yeah,
sure it won't, because I'm sure, the majority of marketeers can see the value in doing that. But you can't gain that from, chatbots. And because they're
yeah,
not authentic, people don't respond to them. Whereas if you pick up the phone or you email somebody personally, you're going to get a genuine response. And I think those genuine responses should continue to form the basis of the majority of our campaigns that we still continue to do.
yeah. And I guess a lot of the time, the next generation of marketers will be managed by our generation. So hopefully, there will
Good
still be
luck.
some of that traditional stuff. There'll be some of that traditional stuff still being taught. But
Yeah,
yeah, marketing in 100 years is going to be completely different.
yeah. Well, I
Um,
don't know. It might actually go full circle though.
hmm,
Like all of these things, I think we've almost reached. I should be cautious saying this, but we've almost reached a limit with what automation can deliver in terms of creating a personal experience, in terms of identifying individual users, and with data restrictions on us anyway. There's only so far that we can push that. So actually, it would be nice to see things come full circle. It would be nice to see people appreciate traditional communications. We're already seeing a rise and rise again of direct mail.
yeah,
Um, People are starting to pick up on that being a new trend that's coming back. I think people are losing faith in a lot of core social media channels, seeing them as purely marketing platforms. I know Facebook is very much declining in the trust that it instills in its user,
yeah,
and that the same will happen across the board. And we'll just have to see how it goes. But as I say, I really hope there becomes another core, that there becomes again a value in good content, whether that's online or offline, and good messaging.
yeah. I think particularly now with the situation that the world is in right now, content marketing is going to sort of have a boom because it's the only way people are going to, not the only way, but it's a big way that people are going to be able to keep people engaged.
Hmm.
Where businesses and customers are maybe apprehensive to spend right now, the way to keep people engaged is going to be good content and good insights and keeping people engaged with good information. I think rather than constantly sell, try and get people to buy.
That's it. It's about building trust at the moment.
Yeah,
Obviously, it depends on which field you're selling within, or what it is that you're promoting. But it's about providing value and authenticity, particularly at the moment, but in
yeah,
general as well. Um, and good content is a good place to start. It's finding ways to upskill potentially your consumer or upskill your readership,
yeah,
and doing that in a way that's kind of approachable, understandable, but obviously without overskilling them so that they don't need your services anymore. So there's a
yeah,
fine line, but it's an interesting arena in which we're working at the moment. I think daily I'm coming across new challenges as to how to add value for our members and add value to the offering that we're giving online. Whether that be in the form of content or offerings in terms of giving people out toolkits or means to communicate with their own user base, cascading engagement from the top. That's how we're looking at it at the moment, but obviously not charging for it, with a hope that when all of this is resolved, they'll remember that we worked hard for them during this time and they'll keep coming back to us. And I think that's how we have to look at it. We have to continue to work for our customer base and for our clients. We have to make sure that they understand that we are here to support them, and with a view to obviously continuing to support them through this and out the other end, to provide them with kind of a future-proof means of relaunching their businesses and continuing to grow once this pandemic is over. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting situation, and one that I won't forget anytime shortly.
No, you could say that it's the perfect time for content such as the Marketing Minefield podcast.
I make you right.